Sure. Here's a 500-word story-style article based on the topic. 6 things organized women do every day. And you can copy them too. The power of small habits. What organized women do every day. When Maya first started working from home, her life was a mess, literally. Papers stacked on every surface, emails overflowing her inbox, laundry always a day behind. She admired her friend Rachel, who somehow managed to juggle a full-time job, 2 kids, a side hustle, and still had time to read novels and meal prep. "How do you do it?" Maya asked one day. Rachel laughed. "It's not magic. It's just a few habits I never skip. You could totally do them too." And she was right. Over the next few weeks, Maya tried incorporating the 6 things Rachel swore by. Slowly but surely, her life started to feel less chaotic. Here's what she learned. These are the 6 things organized women do every day. 1. They start with a morning routine. Rachel didn't roll out of bed and into her inbox. She started every day the same. 10 minutes of journaling, a quick stretch, and setting her top 3 goals. It grounded her. Maya began doing the same and noticed she felt calmer, more in control. 2. They write everything down. Maya used to rely on memory and often forgot things. Rachel kept lists, groceries, appointments, ideas, even random thoughts. Maya started using a simple notes app and a planner. By writing things down, nothing slipped through the cracks. 3. They declutter as they go. Rachel's secret? Don't wait for spring cleaning. She always picked up as she went, putting away shoes, tossing junk mail immediately, cleaning dishes after meals. Maya adopted the 1-minute rule. If it takes less than a minute, do it now. Her space stayed cleaner without hours of effort. 4. They prioritize, not just plan. Planning is good, but prioritizing is better. Rachel focused on the most important tasks, what had to get done that day. Maya realized she'd often get lost in busy work. Now she highlights one task she must finish and starts her day with that. 5. They check in with themselves. Every evening, Rachel did a quick check-in. What went well today? What felt off? What needs attention tomorrow? Maya made it a habit too. Just a few quiet moments of reflection helped her stay mentally organized and focused. 6. They prepare for tomorrow. Before bed, Rachel always laid out clothes, packed bags, and reviewed her schedule. Maya thought this was overkill until she tried it. Mornings became smoother, less rushed, and she stopped forgetting things. Maya never became a perfect planner, but she didn't have to. Just adopting these 6 habits made her days feel more manageable, her mind less cluttered. Organized women don't have superpowers. They just build better systems. And now, Maya was one of them. So if you've ever envied someone who seems to have it all together, try copying a few of their daily moves. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your chaos turn into calm. Would you like me to turn a short excerpt of this into a voiceover? Absolutely. Here's an additional 500-word paragraph, more like a continuation in story form, to extend the narrative and further explore the impact of these habits in Maya's life. 3 months in, Maya hardly recognized her old self. The transition hadn't been instant. There were missed days, off weeks, and moments she wanted to quit. But she stuck with it. Bit by bit, those 6 small habits became second nature. What surprised her most wasn't just the cleaner apartment or the organized inbox. It was how much lighter she felt, mentally and emotionally. She wasn't constantly playing catch-up. She wasn't forgetting things or apologizing for running late. And perhaps most importantly, she had more time. Time to cook healthy meals, to go on walks without feeling guilty, to read books she'd long abandoned on her nightstand. Her evenings, once swallowed by TV binges and procrastination spirals, became peaceful. She'd sip tea, journal her thoughts, plan her next day, and actually sleep on time. These weren't massive lifestyle overhauls. They were micro changes that added up. Her relationships improved too. Friends noticed how present she was in conversations. Her boss praised her for meeting deadlines early. Maya even began mentoring a junior colleague, sharing some of the same time-saving tips she once learned from Rachel. But Maya also knew she wasn't aiming for perfection. There were still mornings she overslept or skipped her journaling. Some days the dishes did pile up, yet she no longer spiraled into guilt or frustration. She simply picked up the next day and kept going. That was the quiet power of being organized. It wasn't about strict discipline or rigid routines. It was about self-awareness, intention, and giving yourself room to breathe. Over dinner one night, another friend, Lena, confessed she felt overwhelmed. "I don't know how you manage it all," she said. "I feel like I'm drowning in work and laundry." Maya smiled. "You don't have to do everything. Just start with one thing. Maybe write your 3 goals in the morning or tidy your desk at the end of the day. Start where you are." She paused. "It really does get easier." Lena looked skeptical, but Maya understood. She'd been there too. And that's the thing most people miss. Being organized isn't about being naturally tidy or type A. It's about building systems that serve you, not stress you out. Systems you can lean on when life gets messy. Systems that hold space for both ambition and rest. By the end of the month, Lena had started using a daily checklist. Maya felt proud, not just of her own progress, but of how it was rippling outward. Rachel had passed the torch to her. Now she was doing the same, because in a world full of chaos and comparison, small habits were a quiet form of empowerment. And every woman, no matter how disorganized she might feel, deserved that kind of peace. Would you like me to convert part of this extended story into a voiceover sample? Just let me know which 2 sentences and which voice you'd like. Of course. Here's an additional 200-word paragraph that wraps up Maya's story and reinforces the theme. As the year went on, Maya realized the real win wasn't just in getting more done, it was in becoming more intentional with her time. She stopped glorifying busyness and started valuing clarity. When she said yes to something, it was because she meant it, not out of guilt or obligation. When she said no, she did so without apology. The habits she'd built gave her a stronger foundation, not just for productivity, but for balance. She began to set boundaries at work, carving out space for hobbies she'd forgotten she loved, like painting and yoga. And she found that by being more organized, she actually had more freedom, not less. Friends started turning to her not just for time management tips, but for life advice. She'd smile and say, "It started with a list." Looking back, Maya wasn't just proud of what she'd accomplished. She was proud of how far she'd come in trusting herself. And that, she realized, was the most organized thing of all. Being the kind of woman who didn't just control her calendar, but also curated her life with care. Would you like a short voiceover sample pulled from this final paragraph?